look at a guy like Jock Sanders, is he kind of a similar type of player that Weston Dressler brings, that speedy, small target that seems to be able to use that speed to his advantage?
You know, I think he's a little different than Weston. Weston is more of a receiver with speed, whereas Jock can do the running back thing too. And I think he's more of a guy that can do. He's a multi-dimensional guy. You know, not saying that Weston's not, but I think they're two separate players.
What does that help though to bring he has that ability to maybe take that hand off in the back and to have that?
Well, as far as personnel issues for the other defenses, they have to figure out, is he a receiver that play, is he a back that play, and just having him in the backfield with Corey Sheets is kind of hard for them to determine which one he is.
You've had almost half a season with Brent Hawkins. Give an assessment of how he's done so far.
Brent, you know what? I like Brent Hawkins. He's a little bit on the loose edge, but other than that, he's a very good player, and he keeps the energy going. I think he has 4 sacks right now, and I think he probably has a couple of caused fumbles. I'm pleased with Brent to this point.
How has Brooks Foster picked up the system, and how close is he to being right there to compete?
You know, the thing about it with Brooks and picking up the system, we try to make sure that the new guys have a certain package with a couple of plays that they should know. And this is his week to see how much he'll know, and he'll be able to play this week.
You called him a slot when you said when you first saw him, you said he's a slot.
Yeah.
What is it about him that makes you say, you know what, this is the guy that can fill that spot?
Well, the biggest thing, without me even knowing it, he's an athlete. He's a basketball player, and he just moves through traffic. You know, when he's out there playing, he just looks like he's running through the lane or running on a basketball court, and that's the best thing when you look at him. Just like, you know, he's just an athlete.
So you always talk about Darian being a point guard. Where would you put him in the description of basketball?
Well, hopefully that's a 1 and 2 guard, and they learn how to play together. They both went to the same school and played a couple of years apart, but he's a natural point guard. So hopefully they can get something going there.
Is good speed an option down the road, or is he now a coach?
Oh, God, good speed's a coach. Yeah. Goody's a coach.
This is a big game coming up. It always is this game, and I'm sure has the energy been cranked up a little bit? Have you noticed that this week? And if so, do you have to harness it in any way?
I think the biggest thing with us is, you know, we've had a couple of losses here, and you know, I talked to the guys about frustration, and I said sometimes frustration is good. That means we had a goal and that we're fighting for it. I told them, but today I think this is probably one of the best practices we've had in a long time, whether it was win or loss. Today we had one of the best practices, and I don't know if it was just Winnipeg. The guys were very focused because they want to get back on the winning track.
What was it about today? Was it
just the focus and the energy. You know, the defense, they have some little mantra or some little chant they're going on, but they had fun today, and then the offense just fed off of it, and we just played quality ball today.
You had Joe out there for his second day in a row, and sort of assessment on how Joe's doing, back and forth.
Joe's growing in there. He's a very veteran guy. The one thing I heard him say on a couple of plays was telling the guys, hey, focus, focus. We did jump off sides one time, and he just talked about, hey, we have to focus, and it's the little things. So he's fitting right in with the veteran presence, but as far as his play, he's doing some good things. You know, looked at film yesterday. There's 1 or 2 things with some rust that all players would have, but he moved around pretty good.
The atmosphere around here on Labor Day is something special, something though you haven't experienced. Are you looking forward to actually being a part of that now?
I've experienced it in 07, so I'm on the other end of it now. And it's always good to be, you know, our fans are good, you know, every game, I will say that. But I know this will be cranked up times 10. And, you know, hopefully if, you know, they had any extracurricular activities they want to do for the game to get them going, that'd be good to make sure the crowd is real loud. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.